Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Games and Things. They want to thank everyone for taking part in their 41st anniversary sale the last couple of weeks. If you didn't make it out there, it's not too late to swing by their showroom. It's right where Level Road meets Kingston Pike. And whether it's a stocking stuffer you're looking for, a big item, or something that you have to order for the new year that you're wanting to look ahead, Games and Things. They provide the fun. They believe that life should be fun. They provide the fun. OurGameRoom.com to learn more. Games and Things, tremendous business. You don't get to 41 years unless you run it right. Scott and Lisa Mellon do a great job out there. Games and Things. Okay, it's going to be a quick segment. I'm going to catch up here. And by the way, we know that basketball is coming up at noon. We invite you to stay with us. DVR that thing. We're going to continue to talk football here and a lot more stuff, but we'll be talking basketball. We talked it a couple weeks ago. We'll be talking basketball once football season is over. Tennessee has 5 losses on the year. Pittsburgh, Florida, Ole Miss, Alabama, Georgia. How many should the coaching staff over there look back on with real regret? And I'm saying basing that on talent, depth, how a team was playing when you faced them. Because Florida's iffy. Because you played Florida when they were talented. You didn't play Florida after they quit, and they have quit. How many games do you think they should really have regrets about, Marlon?
Pitt comes to mind right away. Pitt comes to mind right away because it was a close one. And my thing is, if Hooker comes in, he changes the momentum of that game. If you start Hooker, I think we win that game outright.
Pitt?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it really comes down to the coaching decision of who did we say was our starter coming into the season, right? And you're like, if I had started Hooker from day one, we'd probably win the Pitt game because he's had the whole first game to prepare a little bit more. He comes into that Pitt game. We've seen what he's been able to do. So I don't think there's any doubt that that's the one that, as a coaching staff, I could go, that was one. It's all on us.
You also had 130 yards and penalties that day, I believe, including one that took a touchdown back. Pitt, to me, stands out as the one.
I agree.
Are there any others?
I'm going to go 1.5. I think Florida. Because even though Florida's a talented team and even though Florida hadn't quit at that time, you had opportunities against Florida to stay in that game more than you did. And so I don't know if you regret it. We should have won it because I think you should have won Pitt and could have won Pitt. But that was one where if you make a couple of more plays, I think you're in that game a lot longer than you were.
You dropped the 4th down play that
exactly.
Was a big one
So that's the reason I'll go 1.5.
Okay.
Well, you regret the schedule maker for not playing Florida in November.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But,
Georgia and Florida flip them.
Yeah, but no, that to me the only one that you could have or should have won was Pitt. That would be it.
Florida, Alabama, and Georgia, you seem to wear down, which you look talent and depth.
Right.
You could have played deeper into that game. I agree with you. I don't know that you could have won it, but I'll give you credit on Ole Miss because that's a team that's more talented, and you had a chance at the end. You're still trying to get into the end zone. I always want to say, and you're throwing into the end zone. Well, not really.
But I'm not so sure if you go back and play Ole Miss again, that maybe Ole Miss doesn't turn the tables on you, and that's a kind of a worse loss than it really
See, I look at that one and think, you get them again, I think you beat them. That's interesting.
Really, see, I think if you get Florida again, I think you beat them. I don't know.
I agree with that one now.
They've given up.
Yeah, I think if you played Florida at the same time back then, all things being equal, you lose again. I think you play Ole Miss that same night. I don't know. That's a 50-50 game. That was pretty close.
You'd have been pretty tired playing it back-to-back on the same.
Well, Tennessee's used to playing 3 extra games.
There'd be a lot of garbage that had to come too.
That's right. All right. Moving on. We got some rapid-fire questions coming up. Cedric Tillman, we haven't mentioned him. Great day yesterday. Do Heupel's points per quarter numbers over 6 seasons tell us anything? We'll look at some injury issues. Lots more to come on the Sports Source. Come on back.